Every generation will not be confused. There is a generation that will get this thing. From that day, the creative dimension of the prophetic,
there must be a performance, because
again, madman is a woman that pays the school fees of children, is a woman that drives car, is a woman that builds a house, is a woman that does everything. All the men become useless. You see them playing draft in the morning and laughing and taking beer. It's a curse. It's a curse. Let me tell you, it's a curse. There are families with a curse where the children never see their grandparents. Either they are in exile or they die. Please, tonight you are going to offer yourself as a living sacrifice that will change this. You will have to be a wicked person if you allow your children go through this thing, I'm telling you. What of poverty? What of poverty? There are many people who went to Harvard, came back, anything they start die. The day you want to start importing it, that's when government banned it. Why was it exactly? Others have finished making their money just when you were about to start. What of people in ministry? They think it's normal. Everybody they raise disappoints them. There is a spirit. They raise so many men, but they disappoint them. There is no helper. A man will be 30 years in ministry who has become a father in the faith. You should have people to, you should not beg for bread again, but there is no man. You call for help, there is nobody. You see some of these women walking on the street, 71 years carrying firewood. Where are the children she gave birth to? Where are they? One is in prison, the other one is security somewhere, and they're about to throw him out. You find families where a lady has 7 children from 7 different men. 7 different men. She honestly does not even know which one is the husband of which, because a madman will just rape her somewhere, and sometimes she can even be coming back from the house of God. It's a programming. It looks like a coincidence. What kind of coincidence keeps happening? You start business, you crash. You always lose money. You always lose joy. You always lose peace. You always run into trouble. They are chasing a thief. The moment they pass you, that's when police will say, from this place, pack all of them. You were innocent. It's a programming. You reign, you ancient Zion's King. Kadosh, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. Break forth, thou fountains of the deep, and we, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. Listen, help me. How can a man lose a job in 1999 until now he has not gotten a job? Is it that dull? See, let me tell you something. Sit down if you can. We'll soon stand up and pray. Listen to me. When you study the laws of mechanics, Sir Isaac Newton postulated a law. We call it the first law of mechanics, and this is what it states: that everybody continues in its uniform motion or a static state, right? It remains there until compelled by an external force to act otherwise, through the law of inertia. That if I leave this in one place, theoretically speaking, thank you, I should come and find it in one place after a long time. That's how your destiny will be. If you sit down and you are wishing it will remain like that, the only thing that will be changing is your age, but your condition will remain the same. How about men? Have you seen families where the men never leave their parents' homes? There is such a thing. They bring their wife, all the cousins and their wives, to their father's house. You see that the house they are staying was the grandfather's house. The guy works in NMPC but cannot rent a good house. You ask him why, you say, okay, I'll do something about it. 45 years, he's still in his father's house. They share the parlor, they compartmentalize the kitchen. If you buy your first car at 50 years, is that a testimony? No. You build a house at 55, is that a testimony? Take seriously what I'm saying. What of ministries? There are churches that this cause of poverty has still landed even on the ministers. You will see a church with members but prosperity zero. When it comes to finances, you will never see increase in that area. But tonight, God put this burden in my heart because it's time for somebody's lifting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Barrenness. Look at me, I want to tell you something now, and please listen. We're here to help ourselves, but let me give you an information. Every case of barrenness is spiritual. EVERY. Every case of barrenness is spiritual. Let me repeat it. Every case of barrenness is spiritual. So says the Bible. The remedy for every case of barrenness was spiritual. And God opened the womb of Rachel, and God opened the womb of Leah, and God shut the womb of Milcah, David's wife. So that when some things happen to you, you don't waste time. You know where to go to look for help quickly. Recurrent deaths. I remember one lady, I can't remember who now, but there used to be a lady, I remember the story faintly now, that was dedicated to snakes, literally snakes. And the way snake molts, this molting, it happens to her physically. The outer skin begins to, you know, swell like peel. I'm not talking about just skin irritation, literally like a snake molting. It's good to marry from the house of God because the job has been done. You hear what I'm saying? It's a good advice. I'm telling you, no matter what is pursuing you, bring it to the house of God. The house of God is a factory where true solution is provided. When the devil wants to rubbish you, he makes you successful, and then he goes to connect you with a very wrong person, and your life begins to nosedive. A cause causeless shall not stand. Self-inflicted causes are results of ignorance and disobedience. Ignorance and disobedience. Ignorance and disobedience. Ignorance and disobedience. Self-inflicted causes are products of ignorance and disobedience. No matter how born again you are, if you don't tithe, your heavens are closed. That for sure. Whatever you think about the situation notwithstanding. Seeing then that these realities are true, what provision is in the kingdom to bail men out and exempt them. I'm going to show you the system in the kingdom designed to set men free. Ready? Psalms 102 verse 13 is a mystery very few people understand. Please give us Psalms 102 verse 13. Read it if you're a child of God. 1, 2, read.
Thank you for watching our entire video today. If you feel you can bless someone, please join us and spread the gospel by sharing this video on your social media.